Newsman. He died. And George, the creator of CTT, he passed away in 2022, and I'm carrying the torch for him. So, yeah. So, what I thought we'd work on this morning. Thanks everyone for showing up, Miss Reality. Thank you. We're so glad you're here. Would you mind telling everyone how to tap for those of us in the audience?
Sure. Well, welcome. Thank you, everybody, for being here. We love you and we appreciate it. So, the consciousness transformation technique is a method to speak aloud and remove negative energy that's trapped inside your auric field. And you do that by crossing your arms over your chest in front of you and tapping bilaterally on your left and right hands. Or I'm sorry, on your bicep. You can tap in a 1-1-1 left and 1-1-1 right cadence, or one left, one right, one left, one right. And we do that as we verbally speak aloud the negative emotions. And it might be painful, it might be difficult, but you might have other emotions that come up. And that's the way that we help extract this from your body and your system and your field and your soul.
Well put. Thank you. For those of you that are listening and you're confused as to what you should be doing, type in YouTube is your friend, people. YouTube is your friend. YouTube University, right? Put in the search in YouTube, George Duisman, Duisman. Okay. And you will see a video of him leading. He was trying to teach a class. Lo and behold, it didn't work. But he was trying to teach a class, and you can see George there, and he's tapping. Now, George goes, as Mr. Reality said, he goes left, 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 right, 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 right. I don't actually do that. I go left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. Okay. Now, what I wanted to talk about this morning, and Mr. Reality, I hope we can do that video about dumping the soul family today, because I think a lot of people are tired. They're tired. They're fed up. They're tired of being in the same cycle over and over and over again. It's just, it's too much. And but anyway, what I thought we'd work on today, over the course of the last few days, I did a CTT one-on-one session for someone, and they were an iguana. Okay. And people get really upset about having animal lifetimes. We had more animal, insect, plant, tree, vegetation, aquatic lifetimes than we have human. Okay. Most of us. And in fact, I would think all of us, really. We've had thousands and thousands and thousands of those types of lifetimes and very few human lifetimes. But it's great to be human. Trust me on that, because you have access to more brain capacity, and you have access to more consciousness, right? You can critically think. You're not in this survival mode of an animal where you're just like, okay, I gotta eat, so I'm gonna run after something. Or, they don't really think too much beyond that. They do have emotions, right? But again, those emotions are quite primitive. So this person was an iguana. There was a drought. It was very, very dry. It was very, very hot. When I looked at the landscape, it was all kind of desert-like, or certainly just dry, barren land. And that was due to the fact that it hadn't rained. And this iguana, this person who was iguana in that lifetime, basically said, "Okay, I've got to make a move here, because there's nothing happening. There's no food. I'm going to die here, right? I need water." Severely dehydrated. So the iguana took a few steps, and lo and behold, just passed out and died. Okay. Now, what we got as we're tapping through the rounds of this past life, what we actually got was, wow, the soul is so beaten down in the lifetimes, right? That it doesn't plan anything properly. And the best example I can give is, when you're trying to, get something for dinner or whatever, and you're just so tired, you've just had an exhausting day, and it's like, what do you want for dinner? And it's like, I don't know, I can't think, right? that feeling. I don't know. I can't think. I just, in my head, I just can't deal with this right now. That feeling is what the soul has. Okay. And it's like, okay, I know I have to put this in the lifetime. I got to tick some boxes, but I can't think on how to complete all this. And what actually comes along, and particularly in this human lifetime that they're experiencing, is some sort of a miracle will come along and rescue this person. Okay, but as we got into the CTT session, what we found was the rescues, because this soul is so well liked by other souls, the rescues were orchestrated by the other soul. So her soul can only like plan so far. Okay, I'm going to have an abusive household. I'm going to have abusive parents, and I'm going to have people that physically and verbally and mentally and psychologically abuse me, but I don't have any way out of this, right? I'm backed into a corner. I'm a child. I'm being beaten, and I have no way out of this. But by some form of a miracle, something comes along and rescues this girl. But it wasn't her soul that plans the rescue. Why? I'm just too tired. I can't think, right? So, what we came up with by the end of the CTT session was that even though these souls did a great job of planning and orchestrating these rescues for her throughout this lifetime, what we came up with is that, a lot of times our souls are so beaten down through all of these circumstances in so many human lifetimes, not just human lifetimes, but even like animal lifetimes, because she was just in an iguana stage and feeling that way, right? But we're so beaten down through these reincarnations that I thought we should reinstall enthusiasm in the soul and to persuade the soul that we can and we will win. So I thought we could reinvigorate the soul today. Now, as you know, CTT is a process. And for those of you that are new, it generally takes people about a good 3 to 6 months to really grasp what they're doing and to start feeling confident in what they're doing, right? So we hope you stick with this because it is very rewarding. You clear out a lot of junk out of the soul. And but it is a process. If you're coming here thinking I want one session to be cured, forget it. It's not going to happen. So we're going to reinstall enthusiasm in the soul and to persuade the soul that we can and we will win. Now, further to that, for this particular person, we also added in a way that it makes sure that the soul sees the plans through from start to finish whilst still collaborating. Because those souls that came in and rescued, that was great, right? Well done to those souls. But while still collaborating for the best and most positive outcome for my emotional, psychological, and financial and physical well-being in each and every lifetime. So we can put that in there as well. We can do reinstall enthusiasm in the soul and to persuade the soul that we can and we will win for the best and most positive outcome for my emotional, psychological, physical, and financial well-being in each and every lifetime. Is everybody okay with that? Okay. And of course, Candace will say, with no negative consequences, Liz, don't forget about that. All right, so we're going to begin. Thank you for listening. We're going to begin. Now, for those of you that are new to the CTT, I always have to tell you, if you are prone to seizures, seizure activity, you're on medication for seizures, do not attempt the CTT. It is highly stimulating to the brain. Most likely, you will have seizures. So don't do it. Don't do it. You heard it here. Don't do it. Secondly, if we open. When this is what we're about to do. We're going to open. We're going to do 3 rounds to open. Then we're going to go into the affirmation. Then we're going to knock out all the tail enders. And then once we feel we're finished, we're going to close. Okay. Once we open, do not leave. If you have to leave, we are not responsible for what happens to you if you do not close properly. Okay. And you will feel it. Trust me on that. If you do not close properly, most likely you will be sending me messages during the week. Liz, help me. And Liz isn't even going to be able to respond to you because you left and now you're stuck, right? So if you do have to leave, you are going to have to go back onto the CTT YouTube channel and you're going to have to find a closing. It doesn't matter which closing it is, but you're going to have to close. Okay. But really, please don't leave. All right. So thanks everyone for being here. Let's get started. Where you are going to be is where Mr. Reality is. I'm
Hello.
going to say the phrase, and Mr. Reality is going to follow me. Okay, you ready, Mr. Reality?
Indeed.
All right, let's go. There's a part of all of us that knows how to
There is a part of all of us that knows how to
easily and joyfully manifest
easily and joyfully manifest
an optimum etheric pyramid,
an optimum etheric pyramid,
as well as
as well as
an optimum etheric Faraday cage
an optimum etheric Faraday cage
for the empowerment and protection of each one of us.
for the empowerment and protection of each one of us.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
It's doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
It is doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
Our minds, bodies, and spirits are receiving the love,
Our minds, body, and spirit are receiving the love,
healing, information, permission,
healing, information, permission,
and deep relief now.
and deep relief now.
So let's take a deep breath. Information transfer is now complete.
Information transfer is now complete.
So be it, it is done.
So be it, it is done.
By the way, Candace, I did WhatsApp you back. All right, treasures. There's a part of all of us that knows how to
There is a part of all of us that knows how to
easily and joyfully manifest
easily and joyfully manifest
the optimum ability to see,
the optimum ability to see,
recognize,
recognize,
use, and enjoy
use, and enjoy
the treasures in and all around us.
the treasures in and all around us.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
It's doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
It is doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
Our minds, bodies, and spirits are receiving the love,
Our minds, body, and spirit are receiving the love,
healing, information, permission,
healing, information, permission,
and deep relief now.
and deep relief now.
So let's take a deep breath. Information transfer is now complete.
Information transfer is now complete.
So be it, it is done.
So be it, it is done.
All right, and the third and final round for opening, this is where we are responsible with the energy. Okay. So let's be responsible. Let's go. There's a part of all of us that knows how to
There is a part of all of us that knows how to
easily and joyfully manifest
easily and joyfully manifest
the optimum activation
the optimum activation
of all of our spiritual helpers and divine teams.
of all of our spiritual helpers and divine team.
They will immediately take away any and all negative energy.
They will immediately take away any and all negative energy.
They will immediately transport it into the spirit world,
They will immediately transport it into the spirit world,
and they will transmute it into white light positive karma
and they will transmute it into white light positive karma
back into the universe.
back into the universe.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us and them now.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us and them now.
It's doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
It is doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
Our minds, bodies, and spirits are receiving the love,
Our minds, body, and spirit are receiving the love,
healing, information, permission,
healing, information, permission,
and deep relief now.
and deep relief now.
So let's take a deep breath. Information transfer is now complete.
Information transfer is now complete.
So be it, it is done.
So be it, it is done.
All right, so we're going to move into this reinstall enthusiasm. All right, so this is where we're going to say our affirmation. This is all very positive. And then what we're going to do is we're going to pick up on the negatives that are lurking around, like Mr. Reality said, in the energy field, soul, consciousness, wherever. And we're going to get rid of those. And the reason we need to get rid of those is so we can now reinstall new positive energy in. We are 100% energetic beings. If you sit there and I'm not trying to dissuade anybody from being positive, okay, because it is a good way to live, although sometimes I think some people are over positive and they completely hide themselves away from reality. However, do you. But you can say all these positive things and all these things you want to manifest, but if you're not clearing out the blockages on the inside, you can't actually bring in that positive energy. That positive energy will just exist as a thought form, right? You want to bring that energy within you so that way it creates a magnetic attractor to bring the good stuff in. Okay. If you don't have room to have this, positive stuff there, it's not going to attract what you want. Now, I will tell you, a couple of people in the group, actually quite a few, they have worked on the negative self-talk, and it is really, really paying off for them now, especially when it comes to financial well-being. They're clearing out any and all negatives that come up with them acquiring money, right? Because money goes where it loves to, where it's loved best, right? That's where it goes. People that love money and they don't see it as evil and greed and whatever, people that love money, they attract money all the time. They have no problems attracting money. But if you have all these negatives, I don't deserve it, I can't handle it, I shouldn't have it, people will hate, whatever it is, you start clearing out those negatives, you're going to change a lot with regards to how you attract money in. Okay. Anyway, that's not what we're doing today. All right, let's go. So our affirmation, reinstall enthusiasm in the soul and to persuade the soul that we can and we will win. And then we'll chop off and we'll include for the best and most positive outcome for my emotional, physical, psychological, and financial well-being each and every lifetime with no negative consequences, Candace. All right, let's go. There's a part of all of us that knows how to
There is a part of all of us that knows how to
easily and joyfully manifest
easily and joyfully manifest
the optimum ability
the optimum ability
to reinstall enthusiasm
to reinstall enthusiasm
in the soul
in the soul
and to persuade the soul
and to persuade the soul
that we can and we will win
that we can and we will win
in a way
in a way
that makes sure
that makes sure
we have the best and most positive outcomes
we have the best and most positive outcome
for our emotional,
for our emotional,
physical,
physical,
psychological,
psychological,
and financial well-being
and financial well-being
in each and every lifetime
in each and every lifetime
with no negative consequences.
with no negative consequences.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now
It's doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
It is doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
Our minds, bodies, and spirits are receiving the love,
Our minds, body, and spirit are receiving the love,
healing, information, permission,
healing, information, permission,
and deep relief now.
and deep relief now.
So let's take a deep breath. Information transfer is now complete.
Information transfer is now complete.
So be it, it is done.
So be it, it is done.
All right, Mr. Reality, I'm dying to know, what did you get?
I saw myself walking through a forest and finding a tall redwood tree with a glyph on it that I couldn't identify or recognize. So I've forgotten the language of the message originally.
Hmm. I forgot who I am. Yeah, absolutely. I have forgotten who I really am. Good job. Okay, if you guys get anything, make sure you drop it in the chat. We have forgotten who we really are. We are so hyper focused on, who we are in this lifetime that we have forgotten who we really are, right? And who we really are is a soul that is a fragment of source. We are so lucky. Do you know how many entities and energies and consciousness wish that they had a soul? Because the soul can reprogram energy. That's why it's like the hottest thing in town. That's why everybody wants it. That's why the dark is always trying to infiltrate. That's why they want your soul, because they think that by taking your soul, they're going to be able to reprogram energy. Guess what? It is so wrapped up in such deep physics and mathematical equations, they can't even hack into it when they have it. But what they do is they take it over to the dark and it fuels the dark energy, right? Because we're always in this war between light and dark. Honestly, it's good to be alive. It is good to be alive. It may not feel that way, but it's great to be alive. All right, let's keep going. There's a part of all of us that knows how to
There is a part of all of us that knows how to
let go and heal.
let go and heal.
I don't know who I am.
I do not know who I am.
I've forgotten who I was.
I have forgotten who I was.
I want to reconnect with my past life,
I want to reconnect with my past lives.
and I don't know how.
I don't know how.
I'm sure I was more empowered at some point.
I'm sure I was more empowered at some point.
I feel very defeated.
I feel very defeated.
The universe is in control of my life.
The universe is in control of my life.
I have no control.
I have no control.
I don't want to know.
I do not want to know.
What else?
I have forgotten my true self.
Yeah, I have forgotten my true self. Hmm.
I do not know the pathway to walk.
I do not know the pathway to walk. This life is very confusing.
This life is very confusing.
I don't know how to regain my control.
I do not know how to regain my control.
Every time I do, the universe gives me a smackdown.
Every time I do, the universe gives me a smackdown.
I've learned to live with the fact
I've learned to live with the fact
that the universe is more powerful than me.
that the universe is more powerful than me.
Anything else? Oh, I feel lost and lonely and resist what comes to me.
I feel lost and lonely and resist what comes to me.
I started out strong, but now I'm lost and beat down.
I started out strong, but now I am lost and beat down.
It's so exhausting being me.
It's exhausting being me.
I can't see the wood for the trees.
I cannot see the wood through the trees.
What else?
I feel like if I turn my back, the universe is going to hit me.
I feel as if I turn my back, the universe is going to hit me. No one gets me.
Nobody gets me.
I can't even talk to people about the stuff I'm experiencing.
I cannot even talk to people about the stuff I'm experiencing.
I feel so lonely.
I feel so lonely.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
It's doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
It is doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
Our minds, bodies, and spirits are receiving the love,
Our minds, body, and spirit are receiving the love,
healing, information, permission,
healing, information, permission,
and deep relief now.
and deep relief now.
So let's take a deep breath. My ears popped. And I have a headache now. Information transfer is now complete.
Information transfer is now complete.
So be it, it is done.
So be it, it is done.
Like right temple, headache. What did you get?
Oh, I just feel like I'm being attacked from all sides. Like I can't even see my attacker. If somebody beats me in the back, I turn around, they're there, they beat me in the back again.
Mm. Like all the forces are working against you.
Hmm.
Wow. Okay. That's a good one. Somebody, waistband got so tight. Oh, hey, we're expanding our consciousness, not our waistlines. I love that. Come to the CTT, expand your consciousness and not your waistline. Um, that's something we all can live by. All right, let's keep going. If you get something, put it in the chat. Oh, stomach upset. Yeah. Yeah, I feel that too. A lot of anxiety going on around there. Well, this could be bigger than what we thought. And we usually say that every week. All right, let's keep going. There's a part of all of us that knows how to
There is a part of all of us that knows how to
let go and heal.
let go and heal.
We are being attacked from all sides
We are being attacked from all sides
by forces unseen.
by forces unseen.
We don't even know what's coming.
We don't even know what's coming.
We just know it's there.
We just know it's there.
Whenever we feel confident,
Whenever we feel confident,
we get kicked down to the ground.
we get kicked down to the ground.
We don't understand how to feel self-love.
We do not understand how to feel self-love.
We do not know how to love others if we cannot love ourselves.
We do not know how to love others if we cannot love ourselves.
We cannot show affection.
We cannot show affection.
That is really difficult for some of us.
That is really difficult for some of us.
We don't know how.
We don't know how.
We know we are supposed to feel in a certain way,
We know we're supposed to feel in a certain way,
but those feelings are not genuine.
but those feelings are not genuine.
We are not connected to our deep-rooted self-love.
We are not connected to our deep-rooted self-love.
We lost those connections a long time ago.
We lost those connections a long time ago.
Our souls don't really care about our physical well-being.
Our souls don't really care about our physical well-being.
This is just another lifetime to them.
This is just another lifetime for them.
It's irrelevant.
It is irrelevant.
We are irrelevant.
We are irrelevant.
Our wants and needs are unimportant.
Our wants and needs are unimportant.
We are not working in alignment.
We are not working in alignment.
We are prone to self-abuse.
We are prone to self-abuse.
What else?
Everyone will turn against me,
Hmm. Everyone will turn against me, especially if I am successful.
especially if I'm successful.
They're competing against me, and I don't even know that who they are.
They are competing against me, and I do not even know who they are.
What else?
It takes much energy to reverse my patterns.
It takes too much energy to reverse my patterns. I don't know where to start.
I don't know where to start.
What else?
I'm fighting a reflection of who I used to be and don't know who I
Mm.
was.
I'm fighting a reflection of who I used to be, and I don't know who I was. I've never known my true self.
I have never known my true self.
Toxic people are always ready to take that away from me.
Toxic people are always ready to take that away from me.
When I start discovering who I really am,
When I start discovering who I really am,
I've lost enthusiasm.
I have lost enthusiasm.
What else?
I hate my feelings, but sadness makes me feel guilty.
I hate my feelings, but sadness makes me feel guilty. I'm angry.
I am angry.
I don't like the person I have become.
I do not like the person I have become.
I used to be fun and joyful.
I used to be fun and joyful.
What else?
Happy Cinco de Mayo. It's probably the drinking. Get back to the drinking. Then you'll be happier and joyful. I feel
Yeah.
empty and lost and like a hollow shell.
I feel empty and lost like a hollow shell. Yeah. I cannot reconnect with who I was.
I cannot
Mm.
reconnect with who I was.
Anything else? Let's finish this round. That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
It's doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
It is doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
Our minds, bodies, and spirits are receiving the love,
Our minds, body, and spirit are receiving the love,
healing, information, permission,
healing, information, permission,
and deep relief now.
and deep relief now.
So let's take a deep breath. Information transfer is now complete.
Information transfer is now complete.
So be it, it is done.
So be it, it is done.
All right, I got all my problems are weighing me down. What did you get?
My happiness, joy, and enthusiasm were stolen from me in the mind wipe.
Yeah. Enthusiasm or stolen. Somebody asked a question, when does the mind white happen? And does that happen when we come down in a body? Do we lose? I think it does it happen once I think it's once we're born.
Who opens
I
the
think
tunnel
we
for us?
actually, hmm?
Who opens the tunnel for us?
That's a good question. Who opens the tunnel for us? The gatekeeper. Mm. Yeah, the gatekeeper. Ooh, write that one down. That's another one. We've got to probe the frequency team and the gatekeeper.
I'll add it to the ascension probe.
Wow.
It's getting longer and longer
I know,
with
I
no
know,
time to do it.
I know. Yeah, the gatekeeper. But then does our tunnel, because when we die, the tunnel's there again. Is that the gatekeeper again? No, that's programmed within our soul. So the gatekeeper only opens it for us to come down. That programming for the tunnel is, so do we each have our own separate tunnel? Yeah, it looks like we do. You know, when there's the Disney movie, Souls or what, I can't remember what it's called. And it shows everybody on this um, on the staircase and they're all like, they've just crossed over and they're all waiting to go in. No, there's nobody else in the tunnel. Nobody else in the tunnel with you. People will come down, loved ones in spirit will come down and try to get you to go into the tunnel. Do they travel in the tunnel? No, they don't travel in the tunnel with us. Very interesting, that tunnel thing. And I actually remember coming down in the tunnel. Anyway, so I'm sorry, I got all my problems are weighing me down, and you got happiness, joy, and enthusiasm were stolen from me during the mind wipe. Yeah. Okay, let's keep going. My head, right temple, it's pressure. I can feel it. Let's go. There's a part of all of us that knows how to
There is a part of all of us that knows how to
let go and heal.
let go and heal.
All of my problems are weighing me down.
All of my problems are weighing me down.
I lost all joy, zest, and enthusiasm
I lost all joy, zest, and enthusiasm
during the mind wipe.
during the mind wipe.
I cannot get it back.
I cannot get it back.
This is humiliating.
This is humiliating.
I have lost all control of my life.
I've lost all control of my life.
I can't see any way out.
I cannot see any way out.
My life is just plagued with problems.
My life is just plagued with problems.
No matter how peaceful I wish for my life to be,
No matter how peaceful I wish for my life to be,
there's always another problem waiting for me.
there is always another problem waiting for me.
People are making decisions that do not serve me well.
People are making decisions that do not serve me well.
They don't include me in their decision making.
They do not include me in their decision making.
I am stuck here.
I am stuck here.
What else?
I'm a slave to being lost and constantly in search of my own self-love.
I am enslaved to being lost and I'm constantly in search of my own self love. I don't know where to find it.
I do not know where to find it.
Oh, my throat got tight with that one. What else?
My addiction is being used and in the cycle of abuse.
My addiction is being used in the cycle of abuse. I'm stuck in the cycle of self abuse.
I am stuck in the cycle of self-abuse.
I attract toxic behavior.
I attract toxic behavior.
I can't seem to shake these people.
I cannot seem to shake these people.
I'm tired of learning from toxic circumstances.
I am tired of learning from toxic circumstances.
I cannot seem to experience joy.
I cannot seem to experience joy.
Only sadness, depression, and rage.
Only sadness, depression, and rage.
Ooh, I felt some of that leave. What else?
I long for the honeymoon phase, even if for a moment.
I long for the honeymoon phase, if even for just a moment. Yeah. What else?
I am filled with negativity and have no space for joy.
I am filled with negativity and I have no space for joy. I cannot, same message that keeps coming through. I cannot see a way out.
I
No
cannot
options.
I cannot see a way out. I've got no options.
I only have consequences.
I only have consequences.
What else?
This game is obvious to everyone but me.
Ooh, this game is obvious to everyone but me. I didn't even know it was a game.
I didn't even know it was a game.
What else?
No part of me remembers how to be joyful.
No part of me remembers how to be joyful. I've lost touch with who I am.
I've lost touch with who I am.
Very repetitive phrases coming in today. That shows how big this is. What else?
I just want to go back to source and forget.
I just want to go back to source and forget. I feel like I'm always being watched and spied upon.
I feel like I'm always being watched and spied upon.
I have no privacy.
I have no privacy.
Everybody's waiting for my downfall.
Everybody is waiting for my downfall.
Anything else?
Let's close the loop.
Okay. That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
It's doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
It is doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
Our minds, bodies, and spirits are receiving the love,
Our minds, body, and spirit are receiving the love,
healing, information, permission,
healing, information, permission,
and deep relief now.
and deep relief now.
So let's take a deep breath. I felt some of that was lifted off. Information transfer is now complete.
Information transfer is now complete.
So be it. It is done.
So be it. It is done.
I got my life is way too cluttered with things that do not even matter. They add no value. Okay, what else? What did you get?
Oh, I got that I need some happiness plasma for my soul. I don't have
Yeah.
any anymore. But I don't know if
So,
soul plasma, probably not.
mm, generate any feel-good chemicals. You know, those feel-good chemicals, when we're little, I mean, you only have to see a little kid in action, right? Smiling, laughing. And it's a shame because as they go through life, that dissipates. Nothing really gets a little kid down for very long, right? Because they're so enthusiastic for life. They're resilient and they want to be here and they're just happy and they want to play with friends and then you go through life and it's the same thing. It beats you down, just like the soul gets beaten down. It's a shame what happens. Like, why? And I'm not saying for everybody, but it's why does it have to be that way? Why do we have to get serious and sad? And it just life will beat you down. And when you get to the end of the lifetime, most people, when I've done like readings or I'm checking in to see where they are, they're coming to the very end, the tail end of their life, and they're done. They're like, I'm tired. I'm tired of all the problems. I've tired of everything I face at the end of it. And they're ready to go. Yeah, especially if they're in a failing body, that's not going to recover. Who wants to live like that? Nobody. Nobody wants to live like that, especially if they were very active, earlier on. Um, but yeah, the life just beats you down. All right. And what did you get, Mr. Reality?
The soul needs happiness plasma.
Yeah, happiness plasma. Yeah. So, we're on our way to clearing out all of these negatives that are stopping us from, you know, having the most and best positive outcomes for our emotional, psychological, listen to this, our emotional, psychological, physical, and financial well-being. And these are the blockages that we are coming across today that are standing in our way of experiencing those things, especially on the psychological and emotional realm. It's like we don't feel good. We're depressed. We've lost our joy. How can we feel enthusiasm for life? Um, yeah, very interesting session. All right, let's keep going. My head is still hurting. What about you, Mr. Reality?
Just my hip, but that's a whole other story.
Oh God. I feel this pressure on my head, like it's really tight pressure on the right side of my head, and my throat is tight as well. So if anybody is experiencing these sensations, perfectly normal. It's just energies resisting leaving the body. Okay, we'll get rid of it. Don't you worry. All right, let's keep going. There's a part of all of us that knows how to
There is a part of all of us that knows how to
let go and heal.
let go and heal.
I need outside influences
I need outside influences
to generate any feel-good chemicals.
to generate any feel good chemicals.
I can no longer seem to be able to do that myself.
I can no longer seem to be able to do that myself.
It's hard to be excited about situations.
It is hard to be excited about situations.
I no longer want for joyful events.
I no longer want for joyful events.
I just try to live in peace.
I just try to live in peace.
I isolate. I stay away from people.
I isolate and stay away from people.
And then I complain because I'm lonely.
And then I complain because I am lonely.
I don't appreciate those around me.
I don't appreciate those around me.
I don't appreciate the opportunities I am given.
I don't appreciate the opportunities I'm given.
I'm too fixated on the negatives.
I'm too fixated on the negative.
What else?
My heart center is closed.
Yeah, my heart center is closed. Yeah. What else?
I have to compensate and compromise my values for external validation.
I have to compensate and compromise. What was the rest of that?
My values for external validation from others.
For my values for external validation from others. What they think matters to me.
What they think matters to me.
Others are responsible for my joy and peace.
Others are responsible for my joy and
Peace.
peace.
I just feel like locking myself away and waiting till this lifetime is over.
I feel like locking myself away and waiting for this lifetime to be over.
What else?
I'm tired of racing through everything with no results.
I'm tired of racing through everything with no results. My hard work does not pay off.
My hard work does not pay off.
I'm a burden.
I am a burden.
Nothing good ever comes my way.
Nothing good ever comes my way.
I'm struggling.
I am struggling.
What else?
I'm like a robot going through the emotions devoid of feelings.
I'm like a robot going through the emotions devoid of feeling. I have completely detached. It's
I
the
have
only way I could survive.
I have completely detached. It is the only way I know to survive.
What else?
I don't deserve any enthusiasm for life.
I don't deserve any enthusiasm for life. I've done so many bad things.
I have done so many bad things.
I've hurt others.
I have hurt others.
I cannot forgive myself
I cannot forgive myself
for the pain that I have brought to others.
for the pain I have brought to others.
What else?
I have to repay my karmic debts in full.
I have to repay my karmic debts in full. I cannot break the chain.
I cannot break the chain.
Anything else?
I turn everyone around me abusive and toxic.
Everyone around me I turn everyone around me abusive and toxic. I make them behave that way.
I make them behave that way.
What else?
Why should I have the right to ask for a better life?
Why should I have the right to ask for a better life? I don't deserve it.
I don't deserve it.
I bring about chaos and pain.
I bring about chaos and pain.
I don't deserve to have emotional well-being.
I don't deserve to have emotional well-being.
Somebody said, I'm a sinner.
I am a sinner.
Oh, Lord, whatever that's supposed to mean. All right, let's finish this round out. That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
It's doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
It is doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
Our minds, bodies, and spirits are receiving the love,
Our minds, body, and spirit are receiving the love.
healing, information, permission,
Healing, information, permission,
and deep relief now.
and deep relief now.
So let's take a deep breath. Information transfer is now complete.
Information transfer is now complete.
So be it, it is done.
So be it, it is done.
Now that feels a lot lighter. That feels actually quite good. Any more tight throats, tight heads, headaches? Anybody experiencing that? Nausea.
There's some people out
Yeah.
there with a tight shoulder. There are some people out there with headaches still, some
Yeah.
burning sensations.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So let's go in and see what this residual is. Yeah, the headache. What's with the headache today, guys? Really? So let's go into the headache. What
I'm
is
supposed to have that
this?
till I finish my Cinco de Mayo drinking.
Yeah, margaritas. Extra salt around the rim. Um, okay, let's go in and see what this is. Ooh, it's about competing. Okay, I have lost the ability to compete in a very competitive world. Ooh, that has to do with enthusiasm, right? This world is competitive. You know, I get the whole thing, everybody wins on sports day or field day. Like I get it, right? We want everybody to feel good. But at the end of the day, this world is extremely competitive. That's what this system is built on, competition, right? So if you sit there and you beat yourself up for wanting to compete, you're just taking yourself out of the system. Oh, I don't deserve this. Oh, how can I have more than the other? How can I? No, no. Guess what? The system is competitive. It's designed that way so that you fight in your lifetimes. If we don't have a competitive system, what are you going to do? You're just going to sit here from start to finish in the lifetime, and you're not going to make any strides, right? Money is competitive. Putting food on the table is competitive. Getting a job, competitive, right? You have to compete. And that's what I got. It's this, I've lost my ability to compete in a very competitive world. You have to keep competing. Always. All right, let's keep going. There's a part of all of us that knows how to. We've lost Mr. Reality. He's maybe something's happened. So we'll
Sorry,
just
go
go.
ahead.
There you are. There's a part of all of us that knows how to
There is a part of all of us that knows how to
let go and heal.
let go and heal.
I have lost all of my ability
I have lost all my ability
to compete in a very competitive world.
to compete in a very competitive world.
I can't play this game.
I cannot play this game.
I'm tired.
I am tired.
I shouldn't have to compete.
I shouldn't have to compete.
I thought this system was built on peace, love, and joy.
I thought the system was built on peace, love, and joy.
Source will take care of all my problems.
Source will take care of all my problems.
I do not have to be self-sufficient.
I do not have to be self sufficient.
I will just sit and wait.
I will just sit and wait.
I'm not going to go out there and grab what is mine.
I'm not going to go out there and brag on what is mine.
I am not going to manifest.
I am not going to manifest.
I do not deserve to manifest.
I do not deserve to manifest.
I feel guilty if I have more than others,
I feel guilty if I have more than others,
even if it's just at the point of getting by.
even if it's just at the point of getting by.
No one likes happy people.
No one likes happy people,
So I have to curtail my happiness all the time.
so I have to curtail my happiness all the time.
When I display any happiness,
When I display any happiness,
it's an entry point for people to destroy me.
it is an entry point for people to destroy me.
So I have to keep my happiness and joy to myself.
So I have to keep my happiness and joy to myself.
I don't deserve anything good.
I don't deserve anything good.
No one has ever been for me.
No one has ever been for me.
No one cares.
No one
No one cares.
cares.
What else?
I
I
don't
live
know
a
how to
fear.
cooperate with myself.
I don't know how to cooperate with myself. I live in a fear-based existence,
I live in a fear based existence,
and the fear controls me.
and the fear controls me.
I felt that leave. There you go. That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
It's doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
It is doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
Our minds, bodies, and spirits are receiving the love,
Our minds, body, and spirit are receiving the love,
healing, information, permission,
healing, information, permission,
and deep relief now.
and deep relief now.
So let's take a deep breath. Information transfer is now complete.
Information transfer is now complete.
So be it, it is done.
So be it, it is done.
I felt that leave. Okay. This is a really heavy session. But I felt that leave. Yeah, my ears popped too. Good job. If you are struggling with this one, I'm going to try and get this up today, and you can go back and redo this one again. Again, you could do the CTT as much as you want, right? If you want to do 3 videos a day, have at it. My God, do that for 30 days and see where you are. I mean, you'll probably be floating up there in space. I'm like, hey, come back down here and join us. Seriously, set yourself a 30-day challenge. You can do 1 a day, you can do 3 a day of these recordings, or do the 3-6-9, 3 rounds in the morning of whatever your affirmation is, 6 rounds in the afternoon, and then 9 rounds in the evening. You may want to switch it up. You may want to have 5 different affirmations or even 7 different affirmations. So you're doing a different affirmation each day, but you're doing 3-6-9. Seriously, like CTT is life changing. And when you start going into that switching center for the brain, try that. Okay. Oh, right now, my brain will not relax. There's a part of me that knows how to, or there's a part of my brain that knows how to easily and joyfully manifest the optimum ability to relax, calm down, stop worrying, whatever it is that's going on, so that I can focus on whatever it is you're trying to focus on. The part of my being is willing to inform the rest of me now. Finish out the round. Okay. If it doesn't work the first time, go back and do it again. Eventually, the body knows when we're starting CTT. For those of you that pass out or get extremely tired during the CTT, I've talked about this before. It's because your body knows, oh, here they go again. Here they go. They're rearranging the internal furniture. I know. Let's just make them pass out and go to sleep and not focus so we don't have to expend the energy to rewire. Okay, it does rewire. But you guys, if again, one time isn't gonna cut it. You're gonna have to practice, practice, practice. All right, so let's have to close. And for the closing, we're going to reinstall. We're just gonna do the same thing. All right, so we'll reinforce that because this is where we're putting the white light in. We're reinstalling the enthusiasm that we can and will win. All right, so here's our closing. And thank you all for being here today. Let's go. There's a part of all of us that knows how to
There is a part of all of us that knows how to
easily and joyfully manifest
easily and joyfully manifest
optimum guidance,
optimum guidance,
positive emotional fulfillment,
positive emotional fulfillment,
gratitude,
gratitude,
self-love,
self love,
self-forgiveness,
self forgiveness,
forgiveness of others,
forgiveness of others,
and the optimum ability
and the optimum ability
to reinstall enthusiasm
to reinstall enthusiasm
into the soul
into the soul
and to persuade the soul that we can and we will win
and to persuade the soul that we can and we will win
in all of those wonderful spaces we just opened up.
in all those wonderful spaces we've just opened up.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
that part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
It's doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
It is doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
Our minds, bodies, and spirits are receiving the love,
Our minds, body, and spirit are receiving the love,
healing, information, permission,
healing, information, permission,
and deep relief now.
and deep relief now.
So let's take a deep breath. And on this deep breath, I always give gratitude, spiritual helpers, divine teams, loved ones in spirit, myself, my soul, George, whoever. Information transfer is now complete.
Information transfer is now complete.
So be it, it is done.
So be it, it is done.
All right. And as always, we will hold for questions. Don't forget, Mr. Reality can also answer